Welcome to GBALL VISION, everyone. I hope you're having an awesome day today. We have a little unboxing to dig into here. I was contacted by Kexmo, the knife company, and they asked me if I would be interested in checking out one of their new offerings, and I gladly accepted. Once I saw the design, I said, no problem. I will definitely check that out. It looks interesting, and it looks like it'll be a good knife. Now you might be asking why this is not in the mailer. Well, when I was cutting the mailer, right as I cut the mailer, I ripped my microphone cord out, and then that stopped the video. So we're picking up right where I left off. It looks like they have changed the packaging that the knives come in. From what I remember, they just came in kind of a standard box. Now this is a little nicer of a box. There you can see the UPC code. This is the model number of the knife, the Kexmo SW07BS, I believe. I will link this knife down in the description, so that way if you are interested, you can head over there and pick one of these up. They are coming in right around the $18 mark, and that is with no code. So comes in a cellophane baggie here. We'll move that out of the way. You have your silica packet, and it does come with a nylon Velcro pouch for the knife. It also does come with a pocket clip, but if you like carrying your knife on your belt, you can slide this guy down in the pouch. You have a belt loop back here. So that's a cool little offering. You know, if you would prefer to carry it on your belt, you have that option. So let's get into this thing. 18 bucks. Coming in nice and centered. You do have a deep carry steel rollover clip that will be tip up. It is going to be reversible for our lefty brothers out there. G10. There are 2 or 3 variations of this knife, an all murdered out one, this one, and then they have a green G10, black hardware, black blade version of this knife as well. So there's 3 at least. I opted for this one just because, you know, it was the plainest one, and that's, you know, just for video purposes, and this is kind of the version that the quintessential version, satin with black handles. You have dual thumb studs and a flipper tab for deployment. I like this rock patterning that they did on the G10 here. G10 feels nicely finished. You have these like little milled dots, and then the rock pattern on the chamfered side. Very nice. Open construction, 2 standoffs. I don't see any internal milling. Let's get this blade out because it looks awesome. Ooh, okay. Detent is tuned nicely. Access to the liner is good. No chamfer, but the access is good. Easy to disengage. Action is good. Yeah. Reverse flick feels good. Light switch is good. Push button, good. This thing has a good clicky detent. Yeah. Okay. So this is going to be coming in 8CR, 14 MOV, and I think 8CR, 9CR, 10CR, you know, they're going to be a pretty good steel, a pretty good user steel, easy to touch up. They do offer the HRC on the 8CR, and that is going to be 58 to 59 on the Rockwell, and I believe that's right on point for 8, 9, 10 CR. That's right about where you want it. So that's going to give you some decent edge retention. That's going to give you a decent amount of strength, or durability, and then the corrosion resistance is also going to be pretty decent on these as well. You have a nice satin finish there. You do have some jimping here on the spine of the blade. I like this harpoon area here, gives it a little character. And then I'm seeing here, you do have a slight recurve here, and this definitely feels like a hollow all the way up through. This should be pretty good for trapping material between this point and this point. We're definitely going to see about that. Has a little sharpening notch cut in. You should get a decent amount of sharpening life out of this, but we got to keep things in perspective. It is an under $20 knife, coming in like 18 bucks. Like I said, I'll link it down below so you can head over there and check it out if you are interested. This kind of reminds me of what does this remind me of? It kind of reminds me of like the Civivi Thug, but only with like a harpoon drop point. Doesn't it kind of remind you of that in a sense? That's what it kind of reminds me of. It's different, but that's just kind of what came to my mind when I'm now seeing this. The detent is nice. It's got a nice detent. You can just feel that thing. Lock up. The detent breaks there. So once you pass that, you got all that travel. So yeah, you're past the detent there. So the flipper tab, yeah, if you are middle to low on the liner, you're going to pass that detent every time. If you're up high, you're still past it. I'm sure there will be occasions where you might not be completely past it, but I'm not having an issue at all. Detent is nice. Ooh, that edge feels good too. Why don't we see what that edge is hitting for? So I want to test this area and see how that traps material. The transition from this area to that area is very good. This thing has a screaming edge on it. Let me get a different piece of magazine paper. That has a screaming edge on it. Yeah. That is nice. Great job on the edge. That is screaming sharp. If I don't mess it up. If I don't mess it up, that is screaming. How about the belly area? Let's check that belly area. Yeah. Great job on this edge. That is very well done. Just for fun, since we're kind of early, let's see how it does on some thicker cardboard. Let me get this all in frame here. Ooh. That's pretty good. Yeah. Trying not to hit my table here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let me get this piece here. How about just the belly? This has a nice edge on it. That is pretty damn good, I might say. That's pretty damn good, guys. And I know some people joke about certain things and whatnot, but I have no affiliation with this company whatsoever. If I link this knife down in the description, I get nothing because of that. You know, I make nothing off of this. This company just sends this in for me to take a look at personally and put on the channel and just tell you guys what I think about it. And that is the end of it. You know, whether you go and buy this knife has no effect on me or the channel whatsoever. So just to kind of clear that air, some people might not know, some people do know, and but I have no affiliation with this company whatsoever, other than, you know, they contact me. I'm a knife reviewer, content creator, and they wanted me to check it out, and I will gladly check out a knife from anywhere or anyone, as long as they're not holding me to saying this or saying that. If I can judge the knife and say what I feel about the knife, I will take a look at the knife. I don't care if it's $10 or $10,000. I'll take a look at it, but I'm going to say what I think about it. So I just wanted to clear that air in case you are unaware or misinformed. I had somebody the other day tell me I was a Civivi shill, which I'm far from a Civivi shill. I have no connection with them either. I do like some of their knives, but I also critique Civivi's knives very hard a lot of times. They don't send me anything. So just to clear some of that up, I have no affiliations with any company at all. So just to put that out there. So 2 3/4 of cutting edge there. And then you're going to be just shy of 3 inches. So people who live in a 3-inch or under area, this is going to be a good candidate if you need like a beater or a secondary. 3 inches is putting you like right here. So you will be under that 3-inch mark. And then it's coming down around like 6 and 13/16 or so, maybe 7/8, just shy of that area there. So it's a decent size. It's definitely a little chunker, and that's kind of why it reminds me of the Civivi Thug. You'll have to let me know down in the comments what you think of this guy, and if you have anything from this company, or if this is something that interests you. I won't mind getting some more Kexmo knives on the channel to check out. 104 thousandths. There's a lot of people out there who don't want to spend more than $20, $30 on a knife. And it is my goal to provide good information on knives in that price range, especially when a company is willing to send them in. 15 thousandths behind the edge there. How about up here on the belly? That's coming down around 13 thousandths, 13, 14 thousandths. So that's coming down pretty thin. How thick is the handle here? About 0.5. Yeah, coming in right around 0.5. So that's really not that thick. I mean, that's about average. First impressions on this, guys, I'm pretty happy with this thing. 18 bucks. You're getting 8CR, heat treated properly, nice finish on the blade. Some people might not like the recurve there, but you could easily probably just sharpen that right out if you wanted to. This whole thing, you could probably sharpen that out, but at this point, at this price, I just leave it alone and sharpen it as it ends up. Detent is nice. Lockup is good and solid. There's no side to side, no up and down. There's no movement even when it's disengaged. Yeah, I'm giving this, you know, on my first impressions, I'm giving this a nice solid grade. Came sharp as hell. Nice edge. Very good. Deep carry pocket clip. That is reversible. Decent ergos. Good looking aesthetic. I mean, you can tell this is kind of like a chunker beater. So I'm pretty impressed with this thing. We will do a full overview of this guy. This is just an unboxing, first impressions, of course. So if you're interested in seeing more about this, you'll have to stay tuned. If you're new or you're not subscribed to the channel, you're definitely going to want to subscribe because there is a ton more coming. Give me a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this guy. Otherwise, guys, I'll throw up 2 new videos that you should definitely go and check out. Love you, and I'll catch you on the next one.